Airplanes fly, they say 2,000 miles an hour, let's say 3,000 miles an hour. You can't see an enemy coming if they fly that fast. So the Army has equipped military planes with radar, so scans the field well in front of you and tells you in the next 10 seconds the plane will appear on the scope. Now even then they've taken the decision away. When the pilot presses a button for machine gun bullets, none come out unless that plane is within the cone of fire. And anybody doesn't know what that means? It means where the bullets are. The Army now makes machine guns with a laser beam. When it's on the person, you press the trigger. If it's off the person, the bullet won't hit him. Do you understand what I'm saying? In the future, you can put mechanisms out there designed to shoot people you don't like. If this system goes on the way it goes, technology will be used the wrong way. We are not wise enough to enter space. I don't like the U.S. being the leader in space, because sooner or later, I know you'll have nuclear weapons going around. All you have to do is drop them. And I know that the Chinese, instead of building big armies, will do something brand new and different. This is what they're going to do. They're going to work on computer jamming systems. You don't need to build big armies or warships or lots of airplanes anymore. All you have to do is design a system that will jam military computers. You understand that? And that way you can knock out armies, navies without weapons. Oh, yeah, that's the future. So the Pentagon is made up of old-time army men. They don't think this way until they're forced to. They will be forced to, because that will occur. I have no doubt about what I'm saying, whether I'm here or not, but the system could break down into a point of no return, where we damage the oceans and the air so badly, and human behavior so badly, that it's impractical to work it out. That's why when you leave here, you must talk to people. We don't have that kind of time to do a survey all over the world, and we ask people from all over the world to tell us how many trucks they have, production factories, how well equipped they are, how much resources they have. Otherwise we can't make decisions. You understand? The global survey, but they do not control people. Those machines that I've got there, none of them control people, just production of goods and services, making it available. If a girl wants to live with 9 guys, a guy wants to live with 9 girls, if they all agree to that, you can live any lifestyle you want to, but you can't enforce it on other people. But every point of view is on the air. Now that's what liberty means, freedom. Otherwise, without a definition of freedom, we live in a free country, you know it's not free. It says no left turn when you leave the parking lot. There's all decisions are made for you. You want to work, you want to eat, you go to work. Or you apply for relief. But you've got to fill out a form. It's all regulated. The minute you go to work for any industry, it's a dictatorship. When you punch that time clock, they don't say, what would you like to do? They tell you what you do, particularly the Army. And by telling people what to do, you kill. The whole thing of humans is the ability and associative memory to work on problems. I would take all the soldiers, if I had any control, and send them back to college to become problem solvers, how to solve different types of problems. Imagine what would happen to the world if you took the Army and made them problem solvers. Right now they're killing machines. You have to tell that to soldiers. Try to talk to them. And if you get enough soldiers in the right direction, they can't operate. Now, that's a hard thing to do, but you're living during the transition, and people will be rigidized, more so. Television will become less free, because they depend on people advertising. TV, having me on would be damaging to CNN. Not really. It'd be beneficial, actually, but they don't understand that. Other countries do. Other countries understand that I'm not talking about overthrow of the government. I'm talking about what you do in case it doesn't work. If the system falls completely, you install a resource-based economy. But it's got to fall. No one's about to install this unless it falls. So when doctors can't collect money from people, when they get more checks bounced, things don't work, I'd like you to know this. A lot of ministers during the Depression joined technocracy and the Socialist Party. Did you know that? Because they weren't collecting much money in church. So we will support people that don't want to live in this system. Suppose you meet Amish folks. They're brought up differently than we are. They don't want to live in that system. They want to live their own way. We will put up the buildings for them of fireproof materials. But if they say, I like wood, I like the feel of it and the smell of it, then in case it gets fire, it's your problem. We'll build you whatever you want. We'll support your ministers. You don't have to dig up nickels and dimes. And as long as they feel, as long as you don't threaten people to take anything away from them, I feel that they will in time turn around and join with us. But don't outlaw religion. Don't try to outlaw anything. Just present physical evidence to everything you talk about. And I think you can turn most people around. By the way, you don't have to change everybody. This country today, I say America, meaning all of the technical world, is probably on the backs of no more than 50 people that gave us all the wonderful things. If you turn off Boulder Dam, all the food would spoil, the lights would go out, traffic would stop, trains would stop, planes would stop. Now, everything you got is technical. There's nothing politicians give you. They can't. So I'm saying we don't have technicians controlling you. They merely serve in their best area of interest. If you're an agronomist, grow food, I say, what do you do with exhausted soil? I say, that's an area we need a lot of research on, how to build soil. And he, if assuming he is an agronomist, he would say it takes 1,000 years for nature to produce 1 inch of topsoil. And we build cities right up on top of topsoil. In the future, we'll shave off the topsoil, put it in soil banks, because we don't even know what's important. Let me put it another way. Years ago, I wrote a little science fiction novel about people that came from another world to this world. And they want to know what we're like. And there's no information they get. Finally, they find big doors this thick. It's called a safe. And they open them. And they find the same fucking death certificates, money, no history of medicine, how we got to be the way, the history of flying machines, the technology that made us what we are. All you got in banks is death certificates and money. That's the only safe place. How stupid can you be? So I do a lecture called The Limitless Dimension of Human Stupidity. And that has all of that shit in it. But I'm trying to tell you, we live in a very bad world. It's much worse than you think it is. So you got to go to work when you leave here. You got to tell people, show them the books, show them the videotapes, and have a discussion. The reason I'm putting all this effort out for you is so if I kick the bucket tomorrow, you'll have something you can do. You know, so it isn't how long you live, it's the quality of your life. If I live to be 30 years old and learn a lot, I feel that's great. But if you live to be 104 and do nothing, I say it's a nothing thing. Okay? So is there anything anyone would like to, would you like to visit the place?